So listen, in 2 Kings, there are two kings, a king of Judah and a king of Israel, okay? One of the kings worshiped God, believed God, was pretty much obeying God. The other king, not so much. As a matter of fact, the other king did everything other than that, okay? So you got one king who follows God, one king who does not. So the king who does not follow God now has an enemy that's now coming to attack him, an enemy that's now threatening to take over his kingdom, threatening to take his wives, take the children, all of that. So he goes to the king who follows God and he says, listen, will you join forces with me? Because I need to go up against this king over here who's threatening to wipe out my entire kingdom. And so what do? The king who follows God says, oh, you know what? You don't follow God, but I got you. Yes, your people are my people. We're both Israel, though you're the king of Judah and I'm the king of Israel, whatever. So they join forces, okay? So that's the setup right now. So here they are now. They're getting ready to go against this other king. And things aren't looking so good to them, okay? Jitters start to come and they start to feel a little afraid and like failure is about to head in their way. So what happens? The king who doesn't follow God says to the king who does follow God, don't you know somebody who we can inquire of God to find out whether or not this whole thing is going to turn out in our favor? And the king who follows God says, of course. We got prophets all around here. And there's one in particular, the prophet Elisha, who I can inquire. So they go out, they agree, they contact Elisha. Elisha, of course, is a prophet from the Lord, hears from the Lord, and says to them, 2 Kings 3:18. This is but a simple thing from God. Of course, he will make you victorious over the king of Moab. Let's pause for a second. A king who does not follow God is scared to death, about to have his whole kingdom wiped away from him. All the women, all the children, all the spoils, all the treasures, his entire lifestyle, his family's lifestyle, his forefathers' lifestyle, all that's about to be gone. So here he is shaking in his boots, scared to death. He times up, he joins with another king, and he asks Elijah the prophet, and this answer to all of his fear is, that ain't nothing. That's a simple thing from God. And absolutely, he can make you victorious. Here's the lesson in it for you, family. Do not make things that you feel are way too big for you too hard for God. Because 2 Kings 3:18 tells you specifically, it's but a simple thing for God to handle that for you. You're in the midst of emotional turmoil. You're looking for peace in your spirit. It's but a simple thing for God to replace that and give you peace and give you joy. You're struggling with health issues and you need some healing. You need some encouragement, something that lets you know that things are going to be all right. Inquire of God, because it's but a simple thing for him to heal you. Financial troubles, trying to figure out how you're going to pay this and pay that because the hours have been cut as a result of the pandemic. You inquire of God. His answer to you is, it's but a simple thing to take care of all your needs. The king who didn't follow God made his problems like mountains. God says, that's nothing but a molehill. You obey and serve me, and I'll take care of you. Don't make what's too big for you too big for God. 2 Kings 3:18 says it is but a simple thing for him to provide for you, for him to care for you, for him to heal you. After all, you're his child, and he loves you. Be encouraged. Be inspired. And intentionally be blessed. Love you.